Welcome back to BestTradingSignals.net. Learn professional trading in real time. Our options trading signal services overview part 2. Let's go take a look. So let's go to the menu here, options trading signals, option signals, and you can see the drop down here. And from here, you can just click, 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 click. Now, these signal services may change over time, but this is what you're seeing now. We may have more. Okay, so we'll look to develop these out and turn them into, what do we want to do? As mentioned on the first video, we want to turn these into cash flow generating, net worth building streams, each one. For you, for us, this is the goal, right? And so we look to provide this service, which helps keep us organized, which helps provide value to you, which helps everyone. So it's a win-win scenario. And that sounds pretty logical in order to have things progress and work forward in life, win-win. So let me just do an overview, just looking at the menu. Stellar 9 is a particular type of system, and these are all very different systems, okay? Although some of the results may seem like they kind of look similar, but they're all different in approach. Now, what are these different approaches, and why have different approaches? Well, we have different approaches because there are certain patterns, sequences, cycles, and so on that happen in the market, and each has its advantages. And so we want to be able to employ those advantages to profit over time. Now, sometimes during certain price action scenarios, the advantages of one system are not as good as the advantages of another, right? So by having multiple systems running at the same time, we can better take advantage of the different types of price action scenarios in the markets. The market's moving fast. Are they moving choppy? Are they smooth? And so on. So we want to have these different approaches. Plus, they're just valuable systems we made over time, and we want to put them to work, right? So each one has its edge, and we want to employ that edge. It's like each one's a gem, and we want to, employ that value. Okay, each one has its own value, and with trading we can employ the value, and we can look to put on these trades over time, put them on in their sequence, and then build upon the returns and compound those returns. That's the goal. Now, in the past, we kind of had these hybrid trading signal services where they were trading idea services mixed in with system signals, and it just became a mess. Okay, some people want trading ideas so they can go and pick and choose their trades. Okay, in most cases, that's not a very productive approach. So for some people, they may like it. Okay, but in most cases, it's just too much guessing work. There's not necessarily a lot of consistency for the member. They're not getting a plan. They're not getting a consistent sort of long-term outlook plan. And they have to do a lot of work and a lot of thinking and a lot of guessing. And they have to look into their crystal balls and try to, get a feel for what's going to happen in the future and guess the market. Well, that's not going to work very well over the long term. We don't want to encourage that either. So let's just start putting everything together so it's very organized, clear-cut, simple, time-saving for everyone, and very systematic, thereby being more potentially long-term, powerful, and while providing long-term consistency by just doing the system as is over time. All right, I hope I was able to explain that well. So what we're doing is we're simplifying, we're focusing in kind of like a laser. Okay, we're bringing the light in to a powerful beam, okay, to be able to produce more results. So we have Stellar 9, okay, extremely powerful system. Now, I may sound like a broken record. I can really say that for all these systems. But Crusher 8, the name Crusher, okay, implies what? You're looking to crush it. So this is a method we developed off of what happens on the price charts. We don't make stuff up. We just see these repeated hidden treasure patterns and scenarios and combinations thereof on the price chart. We assemble those factors into a system, and Crusher 8 is one that targets the bigger move. Okay? The bigger move, but not too big. We're not waiting too long. We're wanting the big, dramatic move. Okay? So we want a lot of price action follow through, and actually let's just go look at Crusher 8 really quick. All right, so this is what we have for the presentation page, sales page. And, we may need to do some work on this and over time. All right. So, and whatever prices you see here, you don't go by this. It's just whatever price you see on the page, because in short order, we probably won't have this price too much longer. Okay. So the deal here is the first 100 subscribers. By the time you see this, we may be past that. We may be up to $300 a month or this price. We'll see. Okay, just depends on how things are out there in the general economy. So this is, if you look at these track records here, okay, of the system results, you can see here. Now, when we have systems results, we usually round them down to incorporate slippage. All right, and try to factor in some options premium decay. And plus, also, we look to have a little protection on the system. All right, so, but anyways, it's really close. So we have here these types of gains. This is 2021 on Roku, and the stocks can change over time. Let's say a stock goes dormant, okay, just goes dead. We don't want to trade that anymore. We want a stock that's going to move. So we'll look to reevaluate logically and strategically what are the best stocks to trade. But overall, we do want to keep to one stock as much as possible, because we want to have this systematic approach that can keep compounding over time. If we keep hopping around on stocks, well, that starts to throw things out of whack. It starts to remove a consistency factor. But like I mentioned, if the stock does go dormant, well, that removed a consistency factor out of the equation. And so we have to replace the stock, right? So you can get a picture here. I don't think this is the best representation of performance, just, putting all these trades in a row. But it's great for a calculator, okay? So we have this 84, okay, plus 84 points, plus 50, plus 26, plus 57, plus 48, plus 20, plus 91, plus 58, plus 77, plus 22, 15, 26, 102, okay? So you see here, we're capturing these bigger types of moves on Roku, and it's a method that has this capability, and you can see here, I don't think there's even a loss. Historically, this method doesn't lose very often, okay? And you can see here, is there a minus sign in there? I don't think we have a minus sign in there. Okay, so that's pretty exciting, right? For those of you out there who want 100% winning or 110% winning even, hey, look at this. All right, so NVDA, okay, NVIDIA, hopefully I'm saying that right. Here's an example. You can look here. That's not a big game. Of course, sometimes you're going to have duds and, stop outs, of course. But we have this method that's very powerful. It totally captures the mentality of the marketplace. Okay? If you think about the marketplace is there to trick you out of your money and basically mug you and take all your money from your trading account, then you'll start to understand how Crusher 8 works so well. We discovered the mugging mentality of the marketplace. Okay, the marketplace is so tricky, right? And so, well, we found a secret, and it's called, this one particular secret is called Crusher 8. So you can see here, first of all, you can look at Roku, 735 stock profit points. Okay, that's just incredible. And this is just into 2022. Things slowed down a little bit, but it's only 4 months. Okay, January, February, March, April. Yep, 4 months. And then you can look here at this example on NVIDIA. Okay, like I said, you can see it hones in on these bigger potential moves, and it does so very well. All right, so we're up here, and you can see here. Here's another example on John Deere. Okay, I mean, sounds boring, but John Deere's been pretty peppy of recent, and it's been able to put in these great gains. So you can see here 5 months, 353 stock profit points off John Deere. Say if you traded $1,000, then that's $353,000. Okay, I mean with 1,000 shares. Sorry, if you trade, what did I say, $1,000? If you traded 1,000 shares, it's $353,000. So just for perspective. Stellar 9. Let's pop over here. Okay, really quick. I'm talking too much, so let's just get on over here, and we're gonna have to have individual videos explaining each service here. All right, so you can see Stellar 9 has a different approach, and you can see this example was put out here on a monthly breakdown basis. All right, it's a little more organized, and you can see here it has a very good winning percentage. Now I'm not here to say winning percentage is everything. Okay, that doesn't matter at all. What matters is net profit. Remember, the turtle traders won only 40% of the time. Only 40% winning percentage was the turtle traders, according to Russell Sands, one of the turtle traders. And they made hundreds of millions and billions of dollars of profits. Okay? You got to have the math, the money math, if you want to make money in trading. You got to have the money math coordinate with your system, your systematic strategic approach. All right, so you have Stellar here, and you can look at it's very good. It has a very high accuracy rate, or it has. I can't promise you future returns, as per disclaimer talk. But you can also see here a breakdown of the options price mechanisms and how we coordinate with options, because you need to coordinate with the options properly in order to profit. You can't just buy out of the money options all the time with like 3 days left, to make some fantastic, crazy score. Okay, I mean that's kid stuff. Okay, briefly, OTA Core is based off of a really cool story. It's related. I can't even say that word. It was a certain drug launch related to men. Anyways, I ran that story, buying the rumor, selling the news, ran that story up with several cycles of intuitive swing trading and just crushed it, okay, in 4 trades. And I eventually figured out I can translate this to a set of rules. All right. And now I put it into this signal service with enhancements. Okay, there's even more enhancements for more problems. Okay, OWP System E. Okay, OWP stands for Options Weekly Paychecks, and took the weekly paychecks out for marketing purposes. Platforms don't like that tacky sounding name, but this is a precision-based type of system as well. It's a different approach, and it's a 5-day trade, and you're out. All right, CFE2 is a cash flow machine. It's a 2-day trade, but I'm going to have to wrap up this video. We're going to have to go to part